Finding Balance by Gilbi Vitman. How to find balance in your life for peace and happiness. This is not a full version from the book. This is an audiobook and you can download it from qadaa.com. Enjoy. Disclaimer. This ebook has been written for information purposes only. Every effort has been made to make this ebook as complete and accurate as possible. However, there may be mistakes in typography or content. Also, this ebook provides information only up to the publishing date. Therefore, this ebook should be used as a guide, not as the ultimate source. The purpose of this ebook is to educate. The author and the publisher do not warrant that the information contained in this ebook is fully complete and shall not be responsible for any errors or omissions. The author and publisher shall have neither liability nor responsibility to any person or entity with respect to any loss or damage caused or alleged to be caused directly or indirectly by this ebook. This ebook offers information and is designed for educational purposes only. You should not rely on this information as a substitute, nor does it replace professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Introduction. Peace and happiness can be difficult to catch. Finding the right balance that lets us get to all of the different goals that we have in place is not always as easy as we would like. If we focus on our careers too much, we miss out on time with the family, or we are not going to have fun with any of your hobbies at all. Finding a way to balance all of these different aspects of your life together can provide you with the peace and happiness that you need. This guidebook is going to take a look at all the different aspects that you need to balance together to create this happiness as well. From balancing work to help with your career, balancing your family and time with loved ones, balancing relationships, working on your health and wellness, and even finding ways to balance in your hobbies, you will be able to find peace as you work through them one by one. But how do you choose which one you are supposed to work on first? That only happens when you know what matters the most. This is going to be different for everyone who goes through this guidebook. Only when you are truly aware of the things that are the most important to you, the things that you value the most, will you be able to make big changes in your life to find the right balance. Balance is often one of the hardest things that you are able to work through in your life. It may feel like there are a million things that are going to pull at your attention at any given moment, and finding a way to deal with them will be hard. With the help of this guidebook and some of the simple steps inside, you will be able to improve your life and create all of the balance that you need. Chapter 1: Know what matters. Before you can work with some of the rest of the steps in this guidebook, you first need to determine what is the most important to you. Each person has to answer these questions in a different way. What works the best for one person is not going to fit that well with your lifestyle and can make you happy along the way. When you define your personal values and what matters the most to you, you get a chance to discover what is the most important to you. A good way of starting to do this is to take a look back on your life. Figure out when you felt really good and confident that you were making good decisions, or when you felt happy in your life. Some of the steps you can use to make this work includes: find times when you were happiest. This can be in your personal life and in your career. Try to get answers that fit in different categories to ensure that you get some balance in the answers. As you think of the times when you were happiest, answer some questions. 1. What were you doing? 2. Were you with other people at the time, and who were those other people? 3. What other factors helped you to feel happy? Find the times when you were proud. Now that we know a little bit more about being happy and what tends to make us happy in life, it is time to identify some of the times when you were the most proud. You can again do this in your personal life and your career to help create the balance. 1. What was the main reason that you were proud? 2. Were there others who shared in the pride as well, and who were they? 3. What were the factors that helped you to feel proud at the time? Find times when you were satisfied and fulfilled. These are going to be different compared to some of the other times on our list. These make you feel good and like you were able to accomplish a lot more in your life. This can happen a lot in your personal life, but may also happen when something occurs in your career as well. 1. What desire or need was filled at the time? 2. Why and how did the experience give meaning to your life? 3. What other factors helped to contribute to feeling fulfilled at the time? Determine your top values. As you write down some of the answers that you got from the other steps, you will be able to get a better look at some of your top values. These will be based on any experiences that you wrote down before in terms of fulfillment, pride, and happiness. Why is each of these experiences so memorable and important? You will be able to write down between 5 to 10 works to figure out what is the most important to you. Things like enjoyment or obedience, or openness or something else will fit. Look for some of the themes that showed up in the moments that made you happy and proud and fulfilled in the process. Once you have a list of things that you believe are your top values, you will then need to go through and prioritize some of the top values. This is sometimes seen as the most difficult step because you will need to look deep down to figure this all out. However, it is going to be one of the most important steps in the book because when you are making decisions, you will need to choose between different solutions that are going to satisfy different values. This is when you need to know which value is the most important. So, how do you get all of this done? Some of the steps that you can follow to help prioritize your top values include: 1. Write down the top values. They do not need to be in any order at this time. 2. Look at the first 2 values. Consider which one you would satisfy if you could only work on one and then pick the one that is the most important. 3. Keep going through the list. Take the time to compare each value with the others until you have the list in the best order. Reaffirm your values. Now that you are done organizing the list, you need to make sure that they fit with the vision that you have and your current life. Think about whether these are the best values for your needs or if you need to change to something else. You should ask yourself some of the following. 1. Do these values make you feel good about yourself? 2. Do your top 3 values make you proud? 3. Would you be comfortable telling these values to others you admire and respect? 4. Do these values represent things that you should support, even if the choice is not all that popular and it is going to put you in the minority? When you consider how important your values are when making a decision, you will be able to maintain your integrity and what you know is right. This makes it easier to approach all decisions with clarity and confidence. You will also have some peace of mind to know that what you are doing is going to be the best for your future and current satisfaction and happiness, based on what is the most important for you. The most important thing to remember is that the answers to all of these questions will be different for each person. Each person has their own values and what they find is the most important for them. Do not compare yourself to someone else. Figure out what your values are on your own for the best results. What if I have more than one value? It is possible to have more than one value at a time. In fact, most people do. You probably will take a look at the list that we will talk about and all the aspects that come with balancing your life and will want to work on all parts of it at some point. But the important thing to consider is what your biggest values are right now and what you feel is the most important in your life right now. All of the areas of your life should hold some value for you. And your most important value will probably change. If you do not have kids right now, your work may be one of the most important parts out there. But if you do have young kids, you may want to focus more on personal time with them and less on your career for now. It all depends on the unique individual and what works the best for them. I hope you enjoyed the short part of the book. This is the short version from the full book. You are welcome to continue listening and even download the full version of the book through our website at qodaa.com.